throughout Antonio Brown's football career that spans over 10 years as of now without returning to football, has been no doubt the best receiver in football throughout his tenure in the league. And if he wasn't considered the best, he was obviously top 3, if not top 5. No matter if you're a Browns, Ravens, or Bengals fan and you hate him, you still have to accept the fact that he has been the best receiver in football, if not top 5 or top 3, like I said, throughout his entire 10-year career. Obviously, everyone knows the fallout between the Pittsburgh Steelers and late 2018 that went into 2019 with the whole Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders thing and the New England Patriots. We all know that. And I can say at this point, with the recent rumors of Antonio Brown teaming up with the Seattle Seahawks, every NFL fan is tired of hearing it. So let's talk about his football career as a whole and not the past 2.5 years of just complete drama. In Antonio Brown's 10-year career, he has over 11,000 yards and 75 touchdowns, which, if you look at a lot of the other Hall of Fame receivers' resumes, it is pretty darn good. But it is highlighted by 7 Pro Bowls and 4 All-Pros, and leading the league in yards twice and leading the league in touchdowns once, tying for second 3 times, and having a span of 4 straight All-Pro first teams, which hasn't been done in a while, considering the fact that in the 2010s era, there hasn't been any prolific receivers other than DeAndre Hopkins and Julio Jones. He's also led the league in receptions twice and also had that season in 2016 and 17 where he was up there with over 100 catches itself, and obviously in 2015 where him and Julio Jones tied for 7th most receptions in a single season of all time. So we all know that side of Antonio Brown, that he's put up those numbers and all. But is he a Hall of Famer? Personally, I'm not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but being a huge fan of the game and understanding football as a whole, I think he is personally. I think if he does come back into the league, it'll just make it more of a guarantee if he does come back and play 2 or 3 more years at a solid level. He doesn't have to play at a high level for 2 to 3 more years to prove that. He just needs to come back in the league and put up solid numbers to make his Hall of Fame resume go or grow higher, whatever you want to put it. And the Pro Football Reference and Pro Football Focus have him on the Hall of Fame monitor at 89.12, which is 22nd on the receivers that are currently in the league. Now, to me, I don't think that's fair enough. He's put up the numbers in a 10-year span that is better than a lot of receivers that are currently in the Hall of Fame. And the average Hall of Fame meter, according to Pro Football Reference and Pro Football Focus, is 106.22. In my opinion, whatever their metric is, I think, let alone 7 Pro Bowls and 4 All-Pros is good enough, considering that Michael Irvin, despite winning 3 Super Bowls and having a fantastic career, only made 4 Pro Bowls himself. And I'm a Cowboys fan, and I'm saying this. I know people say Hall of Fame players shouldn't be recognized by their Pro Bowls and All-Pros. I am one of those people as well. I don't think Pro Bowl means anything since it's thrown up voted between mostly players and fans and coaches. So it's like, it's all opinion based because coaches may not like that player, so they may not vote them into the Pro Bowl. Or fans have grudges like every fan base does. So that's why I don't think Pro Bowls and All-Pros mean anything towards a Hall of Fame career. But I do know that Antonio Brown has just been the best receiver of the 2010s. And the only players that really come to mind that can be close, which I've already mentioned earlier, is Julio Jones and DeAndre Hopkins. And obviously other people are going to say this player and that player. But in the 2010s, those 2 or 3 are by far the best. And people are going to say Michael Thomas, but the whole decade. And the only one other player that I can say that may be close is Dez Bryant from a Cowboys fan standpoint. But that is just my opinion. And I find it hard to believe that so many NFL media and personalities hate Antonio Brown. Like all these shows, Colin Cowherd, Stephen A., and Nick Wright, and go on and on and on. Shannon Sharp and all the media personnel hate Antonio Brown and say he's not a Hall of Famer, when they turn around and say Mike Evans is. And if I have to be honest, Antonio Brown is a by far much a better receiver than Mike Evans and has been more consistent for a longer amount of time than Mike Evans has. And people are already writing Mike Evans in the Hall of Fame, while Antonio Brown, people say he isn't. So I'm not a professional. All I know is I personally believe Antonio Brown is a Hall of Famer. Let me know in the comments if you think he is a Hall of Famer. And if you don't, let me know why. I'm here to hear comments of why people do believe that, because I just find it hard to believe that people do not view him as a Hall of Famer. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.